In a city where the gleam of skyscrapers conceals the darkness that lurks beneath, a man of impeccable contradiction walks. Behind the veneer of well-tailored suits and cultivated charisma lies a core of ice and an insatiable appetite. In the year 1987, we meet Patrick Bateman, a young and successful investment banker who lives in New York City. He spends most of his time eating expensive meals at high-end restaurants to keep up an image that will make his fiancée, Evelyn Williams, and his other wealthy friends happy. It becomes clear that Patrick has a deep dislike for most of these people, even though they seem to be friends on the outside. During a business meeting, Bateman and his colleagues, Paul Allen, show off their business cards with pride, focusing on the fine details of each design. Bateman, who is upset, goes into the dark alleys of the city because he thinks his partner Paul's business card is better. There, he meets a homeless man and his dog. Bateman kills both of them. Bateman has a lot of anger towards Allen because of how well off he lives and how easy it is for him to get bookings at the fancy Dorsia. This exclusive restaurant, which Bateman himself can't get into, is a daily reminder of how different their lives are. As the night goes on, Bateman gets Allen drunk and leads him along a dangerous road to his own apartment. Once there, he kills Allen with an axe in a chilling act of violence, putting a quick end to his life. Huey Lewis and the News' eerie songs keep playing in the background, giving this evil act a macabre soundtrack. He uses this time of chaos to teach Allen on how great the band is, as if their music has some deep meaning in the middle of the chaos. After getting rid of the dead body, Bateman walks with a purpose into Allen's apartment. He moves carefully toward the answering machine and leaves a message stating that Allen has gone to London. Next morning, a private investigator named Donald Kimball questions Bateman about Allen's disappearance. Louise Carruthers, one of Bateman's co-workers, shows off a brand new business card. Bateman tries to strangle him in a bathroom of an expensive restaurant. Carruthers thinks that the situation is a love move, so he tells Bateman that he likes him. Bateman is taken by surprise and leaves quickly. Kimball, who is getting more and more suspicious of Bateman, decides to talk to him again. Later that night, Bateman kills a model. The next day, Bateman invites his secretary, John, to a get-together for some drinks. When she arrives, he tries to kill her by a nail gun by shooting her in the head. He is about to kill her when a message from Evelyn plays on his answering machine. Bateman stops and lets her go. During their lunch meeting, Bateman and Kimball are together, and Kimball tells Bateman something interesting. One of Bateman's co-workers has come forward and said that they had dinner together on the same day that Allen went missing. This new information strengthens Bateman's excuse and adds a surprising twist to what's going on. Kimball says that he doesn't believe one of Allen's friends would kill someone for no reason. Bateman replies with a fake smile. Bateman takes Christy to Allen's apartment. He gives his friend Elizabeth a strong sleep aid, which knocks her out. Bateman then sleeps with both Elizabeth and Christy, leaving a haunting mark on their lives. As Bateman kills Elizabeth, Christy's desire to stay alive kicks in, and she tries to get away. As she desperately tries to find a way out, her path leads her to a horrifying sight. As she runs down the stairs, Bateman chases after her fiercely. In a last-ditch effort to stop her from running away, he carefully let go of a spinning chainsaw, which fell at a frightening speed toward her, killing her. Not long after that, Bateman chooses to break up with Evelyn. As Bateman walks toward the ATM, he suddenly notices a cat. It's sitting on a close rock, looking around with curious eyes. He gets ready to shoot the cat. A woman steps up with courage to talk to him. He shoots her instead. When a police car arrives, Bateman shoots a shot at one of the cops. The situation gets worse when Bateman detonates a patrol car on purpose. This causes a huge explosion that kills the surviving police officer. Bateman quickly moves on to his next victims, a security guard and a cleaner. He kills them with measured accuracy and doesn't think twice about it. Seeing how urgent the situation is, he goes to his office to hide. In a state of fear, he calls his lawyer and asks for help right away. He leaves a chilling confession on Harold's answering machine. In a horrifying confession, he says that he is responsible for the deaths of between 20 and 40 people, and that he has even eaten some of his victims. The next day, Bateman goes to Alan's apartment with the plan of cleaning it up. But when he gets there, he finds that the place is empty and for sale. The real estate agent tells him that Alan does not own the apartment. Without giving him any more information, the real estate agent kindly asks him to leave and not come back. Bateman quickly grabs his phone and dials Jean's number, in a state of overwhelming panic. After the call, he gets himself together and goes to meet his co-workers for their lunch meeting. At the same time, Jean's fear hits its peak when she finds a group of carefully made drawings in Bateman's office diary. These pictures show scenes of murder and dismemberment so clearly that they give her the chills. When Bateman looked at Carnes, he saw a flash of recognition cross his face. He just had to talk about the phone message that had been on his mind. When Carnes looked in Bateman's direction, he was confused for a moment and thought he was someone else. Carnes laughs off Bateman's statement, thinking it was just a joke. He didn't realize how serious Bateman's words were. Bateman goes on to explain who he really is, leaving no question about it. He proudly admits, once more, to the horrible murders that have been bothering him. But Carnes, shocked by these facts, responds to Bateman's claims with something that seems to contradict itself. Carnes said that he and Alan had recently eaten together in the busy city of London. After a long day, Bateman is glad to be with his friends. As they decide where to eat dinner, they start talking about making dinner plans. The friends start to think about how mysterious Ronald Reagan was as president. Is he just a nice old man, or does he hide something more sinister? Their thoughts go deep into psychology, and they wonder if Reagan has the traits of a secret maniac. Bateman has a lot of doubts, so he starts to wonder if his bad deeds really happened, or if they were just things he made up in his head. He comes to the sad reality that he will never get the punishment he wants so badly. He tells the audience about being in constant pain, and he wants others to feel the same way. He also says that his admission doesn't change anything. American Psycho, released in 2000, directed by Mary Harron, produced on a budget of approximately $7 million. American Psycho is based on the novel of the same name by Bret Easton Ellis. The book's violent and explicit content sparked controversy and debates, leading to concerns about adapting it into a movie. Due to its violent content and controversial themes, the movie had a limited theatrical release in the United States. The film blends elements of black comedy and satire with psychological thriller and horror genres, offering a sharp critique of consumerism, materialism, and the shallow corporate culture of the 1980s. American Psycho remains a notable film for its daring approach to dark themes and Christian Bale's chilling performance as disturbed Patrick Bateman. Please subscribe for more videos like this, and thanks for watching. We'll see you at the next recap.